The new Harry Potter TV series is going to destroy Harry Potter. It's going to absolutely demolish the legacy left by the movies. It's going to be worse than what The Acolyte did to Star Wars. You think The Acolyte was bad? Wait until you see this Harry Potter TV series. Now, I'm not saying this to be inflammatory. I'm not saying this just to be a detractor, just to say, hey, everything's woke, everything's going to hell. I'm not saying that. If you watch any of my other videos, you'll see that I do call out whenever things are good too, which a lot of people won't do nowadays. We have very little information about the Harry Potter TV series, but the things that we do know just put a giant red flag up for me, and I can see this coming from a mile away. I'm like the crew member in a ship up in the crow's nest, just looking out over the sea, and I can see that a big storm is coming, and it's going to be this Harry Potter TV series. I'm going to be taking bits and pieces from this movie web article about it. Just came out, everything we know about the Harry Potter TV series so far. It's been 13 years since the final installment in the franchise debuted, and HBO is setting out to do a spellbinding retelling of the classic novels, once again sharing the captivating story of the 11-year-old boy wonder who discovers he has been accepted to attend Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, where he makes lifelong friends and must face off against nefarious Voldemort. Here's everything we know so far. So the creative team. Now the creative team is amazing. Okay, they did the show Succession, which if you haven't watched that show yet, you really do need to watch that. I mean, that's a really damn good show. My wife and I were hooked on that show. It was awesome. Mark Malloy and Francesca Gardner have signed on to headline the highly buzzed about small screen adaptation of the Harry Potter series, with Malloy serving as executive producer in addition to directing multiple episodes, while Gardner will act as its showrunner, executive producer, and writer. Gardner won over the highly coveted position. Okay, so they actually had like a competition between writers to pitch their ideas, and they picked the best ones, and she won out. So other notable credits include Killing Eve, didn't see that, and His Dark Materials. If anybody saw those shows, can you please comment if they were any good or not, or if there's any woke stuff in them? Prime Video's The Man in the High Castle and Stars the Rook. I haven't seen any of those shows. Lloyd is no stranger to collaborating with HBO, having successfully worked on Entourage, Game of Thrones, and Succession. So those are 3 huge shows there. So really great creative team so far, but that's not the problem, is it? The search for Harry, Ron, and Hermione begins. This is the problem right here. No matter how talented and skilled the cast of the upcoming TV series is, there's simply no replacing or replicating the magic that was made between the film's franchise's lead trio, Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and Emma Watson. So they're saying there's going to be big shoes to fill. They're looking for 3 new young actors. I don't know why. The movies still hold up today. They're still perfect. Look, if you go back and watch the movies right now, you'll see all of the CGI holds up. Everything about those movies is perfect the way it is right now. So on September 9th, 2024, the network announced the open casting call in the UK to find their Harry Potter, Ron Weasley, and Hermione Granger. Here's the important part, so listen up. According to the announcement, Warner Bros. Is searching for young actors who will be in the age range of 9 to 11 in April 2025, when production is likely scheduled to begin. They must reside in either the UK or Ireland. The social media post also specified that the upcoming series is, quote, committed to inclusive, diverse casting and encouraging qualified performers to audition for the iconic lead roles. The Harry Potter TV adaptation will be a decade-long series, and each of the proposed 7 seasons will cover one of J.K. Rowling's novels in depth. So the actors chosen will have to be committed for a long time consuming project. Given that their production is slated to begin in 2025, those who are curious to see the best-selling books be given the Hollywood treatment yet again can expect it to debut on HBO in 2026. So we're talking about something that's going to come out in a few years here, but I'm telling you, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to post the UK open casting call right now. J.K. Rowling wrote another book, and they did a stage play based on those characters, and they did make Hermione Granger black in that one. So there is definitely going to be some race swapping here. That's not the problem, though. J.K. Rowling will be involved. Fans of the cherished franchise couldn't help but express their dismay when it was revealed that author J.K. Rowling would be involved in the making of the TV show. So Harry Potter fans, probably half the fandom, a little under half, maybe the loudest half, are dismayed that the creator is involved. The creator of all of it. She started writing this story down on a damn coffee napkin, made this entire franchise, and they're dismayed that she's involved. As the once adored writer, fell out of favor with many people when she made hateful anti-trans comments in recent years. She didn't make any hateful comments, actually. I've been looking at most of her comments not all of them, but I've been looking at most of them, and it seems like she's just basically stating facts like, a boy is a boy and a girl is a girl. The other side will take those kind of facts and see them as hateful anti-trans comments. So there you go. She's a leftist too, but they hate her because of that, because she drew the line at a woman being a woman. Many longtime lovers of the wizarding world were left feeling conflicted over expressing their passion for the spellbinding series, with Rowling tainting the legacy of the pop culture juggernaut. She didn't taint any legacy, actually. They're gonna taint it with this TV show. Despite the author's now overwhelmingly negative reputation as a result of her controversial comments, which prompted original Harry Potter stars Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint to speak out against her in support of the trans community, Rowling was nonetheless confirmed to be collaborating on the TV project. She will be serving as an executive producer for the series. As the chairman and CEO of HBO, so the chairman and CEO of HBO said this, JK is an executive producer and her insights will be helpful. There's the next red flag there. She's going to be very helpful. That basically means that she has zero control over what they do. Like, thanks, JK. It'll be helpful to see what you have to say. We are in the Harry Potter business. The TV show is new and exciting, but we've been in the Harry Potter business for 20 years. This isn't a new decision. We're comfortable being in the Potter business. JK is a very online conversation. It's very nuanced and complicated and not something we're going to get into. Our priority is what's on screen. Now that's a good thing that he said that, as it should be what's on screen. It shouldn't be anything on Twitter. After garnering intense backlash online when news hit that she would be a major player in the development of the adaptation, Rowling herself released a statement regarding her involvement. HBO Max's commitment to preserving the integrity of my books is important to me, and I'm looking forward to being part of this new adaptation, which will allow for a degree of depth and detail only afforded by long-form television series. So she's all for this. She wants to do this. There's a lot of characters that were in the books that weren't in the movies. There's a ton of them. There's a lot of small details and things that happen in the books that weren't in the movies as well. But then it goes on to Daniel Radcliffe's comments saying, I don't want to be involved, but I do wish them luck, obviously. All the luck in the world. I'm very excited to have that torch passed. I don't think it needs to be me to physically pass it. He doesn't want anything to do with the show, probably because of all the crap that he talked about J.K. Rowling. And he's like, yeah, I don't want to be anywhere near that because, I talked a bunch of crap online about her, burned that bridge. The impact, nostalgia, and legacy left behind by these adored performers, as well as the ones still with us, will never be matched by the new adaptation. But it will be very interesting to see what HBO does to bring the transcending books to life, given that it will have more time to flesh out the characters within the wondrous world. The show will hopefully be able to remain more faithful and inclusive to storylines and elements left out of the film franchise and honor the mega hit movies. So, now that we have those few facts, I can comfortably tell you, because I know how these people act. I know how they scheme and plan things. Here's the point. J.K. Rowling is untouchable. J.K. Rowling is so rich and so successful that she is uncancelable. They can't cancel her. And she has said things about the trans community over the years that make the left hate her guts. Why would she even be involved in this TV show, right? She wants to make more money. Okay, the studio wants to make more money. Fantastic Beasts movies didn't make shit. They didn't make any money. They weren't that good. The Fantastic Beasts movies are done. They don't want to do another spin-off because of what happened with those movies, because, they were okay, I guess, for some fans, but they just weren't Harry Potter. So they're going back to what works. They're just going to say, well, we're just going to do all the books again. Just the same with Star Wars. They have this huge franchise that they can't figure out how to make money from. And I'll tell you what, it wouldn't be that hard. I could do a video on that later, but it wouldn't be that hard to make money on Harry Potter, believe me. I could do it easy. Why would she even be allowed to be involved after all the comments that she made? I'll tell you why. They can't cancel her, so they are going to make her sit and watch while they take her books and they inject, like a Thanksgiving Day turkey, inject toxic politics into her story. They are going to have a major trans character. Mark my words right now. One of the major characters is going to be trans, just to put it in her face. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Look, it's not going to be out for a couple years, but come back to this video a couple years from now after it's out and tell me I'm wrong. The first episode's going to be great. Okay, it's going to get everybody excited. We're all going to be like, oh yeah, Harry Potter's back. The second episode's going to suck. It's going to be full of politics. It's going to be full of everything that they can fit in this. There are going to be some good things about it, like we'll get to see characters that were in the books that are on the screen finally that they skipped over. Dumbledore's not going to scream at Harry when he says, "Did you put your name in the pot? Did you put your name in the cup?" It'll be more like the books. But the only reason that they're even doing this is one, for money, but two, so that they can stick it to J.K. Rowling. That's a fact. They are bringing her along for the ride so that she feels comfortable. Okay, J.K., yeah, sure. We'll take that into consideration. From everything that I know about these type of people, it's the only way that they can really do anything to JK is to tarnish her legacy by filling Harry Potter, by tearing Harry Potter down, building it back up in their image. Okay? I'm telling you, it's going to happen. You're probably saying, you don't know what's going to happen. Yes, I do. I know that it's going to be like this, unfortunately. And I say it's worse than what happened with The Acolyte, because at least The Acolyte didn't take the original trilogy and remake that and make it stupid. It didn't ruin any of the characters from the original kind of ruined Yoda, a little bit Yoda. We've already seen them race swap Hermione. We've already seen them put a trans character into the video game. Don't get me wrong, the game was great. They still kind of put that in there to kind of stick a little, knife in the back of J.K. Rowling, and it's the only way that they know how to do it, man. Harry Potter was basically untouched before now. The storm is coming. Dementors are coming to suck all of the life, all of the love out of Harry Potter and turn it into a shell of its former self. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you see this coming as well? Do you see what I see? I see it clear as day. Do we need a new Harry Potter TV show? I don't think we do. I think it's perfect the way it is right now. There you go. I'll be following this too. It depends if you guys like this video or not. Give me a like if you like this and you want me to follow this story. You want me to follow this TV show. I'm interested to see what happens with it as well. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time.